Hi everyone, Claudia here from Light in Clarity. I have your channeled messages for the week beginning Monday the 17th of April. We are indeed. Please bear with me while I connect for you all. Thank you. I have the Archangel Hope coming in for you all this week. I don't often channel Archangel Hope, but she's actually coming for you all. So let's see what she wants to say. How exciting. She's very reverent in her energy, by the way. She's very calm, she's very poised, and she's here in a very direct front with you all, is what I get as well. She's using the words don't lose scope, don't lose, and she just shows me that as in it's almost like don't lose faith, but there's something you're looking at, she says. There's something around you that you're a little bit sort of dismayed about, she's saying. But she's not just talking about that, she says, I'm talking further along, talking about life in general. She says, don't lose your perspective, don't lose your scope. She says, you know, keep yourself above the clouds with what it is that you want for yourself. She says it's still there. Excuse me, using my hands, but she's wanting you not to lose scope. She says don't lose what it is that you're wanting for yourselves in your life, what it is that you're wanting to bring in the long run. She says don't lose your scope on that, don't lose your dream on that. I can't use any other words. She's here to bring in the energy of confidence into each of you. She says there's some of you need to be propped up some more. She brings in the energy of confidence, motivation and excitement as well, on a very small scale, the excitement. But the energy of confidence as you all step forward. She says there are bumps in the road, yes, but don't make them bigger than they are. She says just move through those bumps. She says we want you to be very practical with what's ahead of you, with what's in front of you now. She says don't throw the baby, well, she doesn't say don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, but that's what she means. Don't over exaggerate things, don't make them bigger, and don't go, oh, I just give up and throw your arms in the air. She says I want you to move through those bumps, be practical with what's ahead of you, be strategic, move through the bumps in the road, the kinks in the road. She says you can do this. So she's here to make sure you stay on your roads and that you stay grounded and that you stay practical and that you don't make things bigger than they are. She says she's here to make sure you keep moving ahead towards each of the goals that you all have. And she shows me as I look ahead that some of the goals you've all got are actually quite grounded already. They're sort of waiting for you at the end of the rainbow, if you like, or at the end of the path that you're on. They are there. They haven't gone, those goals. Particularly, like when I'm talking about these goals, I'm talking about the goals that are actually going to come to fruition. They are still there for you, and she's pointing that out to me to say to you that they will come to fruition. I can't nominate what the goals are because each of you are different, but she says they're there waiting, those goals, and they will come to fruition. You do need to move through this period you are in, she says, before getting towards those goals, before those goals actually coming to light. They are in your reality, she says. They are there waiting, but they will be activated just at the right time when you are ready to meet them. Alright, now in closing, So she talks about some of you are embarking on some self-help courses of some sort, or some meditation courses. There's something of a spiritual nature, or something to do with more nutrients for the soul, be it you're going on a yoga retreat or a yoga day. There is something that will be coming up, she says, that you're going to choose to do that's very pampering for yourself. So this, it could even be that a friend's throwing, I don't know, a makeup party and you're all being done up, you know, having makeup put on, or there's just something coming up that's quite pampering for you, and she wants you to look at taking that. And if it's not there yet, she says, start looking at what it is you can do to pamper yourself, be it there's, you know, a meditation retreat on, or a yoga retreat on, or there's a day of you know, where you go and, I don't know, you go to a day spa, the mineral waters, you bathe in the mineral waters in the day spas. There's something, or you go and have a massage. She's asking you to do something that pampers you for half a day, you know, something that you can go and do, or for a day, she says, or a weekend. She says, we really need you to do something substantial for yourselves, because there's a real need, she says, for you to look after your heart centers at the moment, for you to support yourselves at the moment. There's a real tenderness there, she says, that needs to be looked after. You need to look after yourself, she says, in order to keep moving forward. There is a need, she says, to stop and just to listen and just to be with the self and remember to support the self. And she says that. She says a lot of you are already quite grounded people. A lot of you are already quite grounded souls, and you do know you're very practical people. A lot of you do know your left from your right, so to speak, she says. I'm just here to remind you to continue your roads, and knowing that some of you are, she says, some of you are kind of losing a bit of momentum, you're kind of feeling a bit tired, kind of dragging your feet a bit, going, what's the point here? And she says, we want to lift you up and get you going and to keep walking along your roads, because those goals are waiting, she says. What it is that you're wanting is waiting. We'll see if there's anything else she wants to say. She's very beautiful, and her energy is very, very grounding as well. So she's bringing this energy of groundedness into your heart centers, into the lower part of the heart centers for each of you. She says, feel me there now. She's also going to be working with your thoughts, she says, to bring in practical thoughts, to bring in more grounded thoughts, grounded outlooks as well. So she shows me now, thank you, she shows me now, those of you who have not been feeling great, you are going to start to feel better. She says she's going to be working with each of you. She's just bringing it up to the heart center here. She's actually spreading it up. And she says that she's going to be working with each of you with your permission. If that's something you want, just say, thank you, Archangel Hope, and she will do this. Where she's going to bring in more practical thoughts, so you don't allow things to overwhelm you. So you don't allow your thoughts to run away with you. So you stay grounded in that moment regardless of what is going on. Practical, so you can still see your way ahead, because she says it's very important that you see your way ahead, that you know that there is something there waiting for you in terms of your goals, in terms of whatever it is she says you want to manifest. It is still there, it hasn't gone. But she says, I'm here to help implement the steps towards that, but I'm helping you on an emotional front and on a mental health front, she says, Archangel Hope. And she's been quite grounded with you all in her energy here. I'm going to thank her for coming in. She's a real treasure. Well, many warm blessings, everyone. And I'll connect with all of you again at some point this week. Thanks, everybody.